Welcome back on the AM show. We delve into our big stories now. And kickstarting matters, we head to the Volta region where there's been that spillage. And of course, it has created quite a situation in the Agotime Ziope and Adaklu districts of the Volta region. This morning, we're going to have an interaction with Jones Gunu, who is the regional minister, on the state of affairs there. And we'll also look at the situation in respect of the Sokode Senior Technical High School. But let me say a very good morning to you, sir. Mr. Gunu, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We're grateful that you've taken the time to join us this morning. As regional minister, what is the update you have for us so far in respect of this spillage of agrochemicals, the turbidity level of the water body in that regard? What is the latest?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me say good morning to your viewers and say that in actual fact, when the Regional Coordinating Council got wind of this information quickly, we informed some state agencies who are responsible for this kind of situation. We contacted the Community Water and Sanitation Agency, the Food and Drugs Authority, the Environmental Protection Authority, the Fisheries Commission, and I got a briefing from the Community Water and Sanitation Agency that they have not so far, detected any pollution. And I've also got a report from the Fisheries Commission that after they have done their field assessment, stakeholder engagement, site observation, and sample collection, they've observed the following: that no mass fish mortality was detected at the time of their assessment. Also, the fish exhibited normal activities. That is to say that no visible sign of distress. So the report, according to the Fisheries Commission, they've also not detected any odor, unusual odor from the river. So this is where we have gotten to so far. I'm yet to get a report from the Environmental Protection Authority and then the Food and Drugs Authority. So according to the Fisheries Commission report that I've received, they have concluded that preliminary observations suggest no immediate threat to aquatic life, and then went further to state that laboratory analysis will determine whether agrochemical residues are present. So recommendation is that everything must be based on scientific analysis and finding. So far, this is what we've gotten from the Fisheries Commission, and I think when other state agencies brings their report, then we will know the way forward. In the meantime, what we did was to provide water tankers for the communities such as Agotime areas, those who rely on water from the River Todze for domestic use. Actually, we have also done some public education to that effect to ensure that we do not have any crisis on our hands.
Right.
So far, I think the report we are getting point to the fact that there is no significant pollution caused by the agrochemicals that were deposited in the water as a result of the accident that occurred in the Republic of Togo.
Right. Now, if you look at what we know so far, you've spoken about the Fisheries Commission giving you these details that the fish are not stressed, so to speak. they're exhibiting normal behavior and all that, and that there's no immediate threat. But I was going back to the same point you just made. Was there any impact, because these are agrochemicals, is there any toxicity in that portion of the water body that you know of? Or is it that once they are not seeing any such signs, then everything is good to go?
I think once they are not seeing any such signs, it means that they need to go further to do some micro kind of scientific analysis to see or to arrive at any result that will prove that this particular pollution or suspected pollution has any effect or may have any effect on the life of human beings. So we wait for other bodies such as the Environmental Protection Agencies, Authority, and the Food and Drugs Authority. And as I indicated earlier, for the community water and sanitation agencies, they have come out to indicate clearly that they've not detected any pollution to the river Todze.
Right. So I know that, like you said, these entities are going to go further into the minutiae of the analysis to ensure that at the micro level it is safe. But for fisher folk on that stretch, and I'm not just talking about Todze, I'm talking about the entire stretch, is that to say the fish is still safe for consumption, or is there a cessation to fishing for now?
Yeah, since the experts have done all that they are expected to do, they did some stakeholder engagement as well. They have taken samples to their laboratory for tests. They have done some detailed observation on the field, and they took samples of the fish in the river, and they have come out with this report. We are trusting that the water body and the fish in the water are safe for now, unless there is another report that proves otherwise. We, as Regional Coordinating Council, will rely on these authorities for the determination of the way that will go. But in the meantime, these are the facts that we have so far, coming from the Fisheries Commission and the Community Water and Sanitation Agencies. I'm yet to get that of the Food and Drugs Authority and the Environmental Protection Authority.
Okay, so COAS has given some sort of stamp of approval, at least for levels of safety, and the Fisheries Commission as well. Does that mean, because I know that some townships, villages along the stretch use the water from some of these water bodies for their daily activities. Is it safe for those activities as well?
Yes, that is what we want to believe for now. You know, that
Mr. Gunu, is it what you believe?
Water,
just clarify for me, Mr. Gunu. Is it what you believe or what you want to believe?
The Community Water and Sanitation Agency, they use the water, they pump it and treat the water before distribution to the communities. And if they are taking the water, they need to know the quality of the water in order to determine the level of treatment that they can give to the water before the final distribution to the public.
Right.
So that is the source of water for the Community Water and Sanitation Agency within the Agotime district and its environment. So they have gone in to say that they've not identified any pollution so far. The water that they treat and distribute is safe for human consumption.
Right.
But if you go to the lakeside, they use it for washing, they use it for irrigation purposes and others. Those ones, are the things that we wanted to be sure that if you are using that water for other domestic use without it being treated, if it will have any effect on the farming activities or for domestic use. So we are advising the people that they should use a treated water given by the Community Water and Sanitation Agency. But since they are saying there is no pollution identified so far, if you are using it for irrigation purposes, there is also no unusual odor, whereby if you are using the water, you inhale a chemical that can have effect on life. We are saying that, okay, let's look at other reports that may come from the Environmental Protection Authority, the Food and Drugs Authority. Then we can finally conclude that the water is safe, even if not treated, as they used to, some of the people use to, use it for their activities. But for now, what the Fisheries Commission is telling us is what we are relying on.
I see. And that was the exact point I was about to get to, that how about those who don't use the treated water that COAS is pumping into the system? There may be those who take it directly and use it for farming activity, which means that if it's polluted, maybe the plants or crops could be polluted as well. So
for such people who advise that they wait.
Okay.
They wait. They shouldn't consume the water, in a raw state. No.
Okay.
They should rely on the Community Water and Sanitation Agency's water, treated water.
Right.
And
but has there been education to that effect?
That is not working. Come again.
Mr. Gunu, I'm trying to find out, has there been education of the communities to that effect, that they shouldn't use the water in its raw form, they should only use that has been treated by COAS?
Exactly. The education is currently ongoing. We are sensitizing communities that use the water and individuals who use the water in its raw state, that they should not until all the information are gathered. Then we can give them the go-ahead, because we have also provided alternative means of water for those who cannot get the Community Water and Sanitation Agency's treated water. We started with water tankers for them. The Honorable Member of Parliament for Agotime Ziope, Honorable Charles Agbeve, requested for water tankers. We provided, and that has gone on for some time now.
I see. So what you're basically saying is that in the immediate term, there is no threat of major pollution as far as the Todze end of the Volta River is concerned. So communities like you've mentioned, Agotime Ziope, Adaklu, and Todze are practically safe when it comes to this situation, right?
According to the reports that we've received so far.
When are you expecting to get the reports from the Environmental Protection Agency, the FDA, among others? You say their reports have not come through yet. When are you hoping, in your interactions with them, when are you hoping to hear from them?
Before the end of this week. all other state agencies that we have notified and they are working on this would have come out with their final reports.
Beyond the EPA and the FDA, which other agencies are you awaiting reports from? Mr. James Gunu, can you hear me? It appears there's a bit of a connectivity issue with Mr. James Gunu. He is Volta Regional Minister. Mr. Gunu, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, I was trying to find out beyond beyond the EPA and the FDA, which other institutions are you hoping to get reports from?
These two, because so far we have received reports from the Community Water and Sanitation Agency and the Fisheries Commission. If we receive a report from the EPA and then the Food and Drugs Authorities, I think that will be enough for us to be sure that the water is safe.
Okay, so is that by extension to say that by close of this week, by the start of next week, there should be some final resolution to this matter in terms of the adequacy of the use of the water and protection of the citizens there?
Definitely. Definitely.
Right. We're grateful for your time on this. But before you take leave of us, Mr. Gunu, I want to sneak in, because it falls within your jurisdiction, the Todze Senior High Technical School, which has been closed down because of the clashes between some students and also members of the community. What briefing do you have on that matter so far?
Thank you very much once again. I was there with the Regional Director of Education, the Regional Police Commander. After the incident, we did some initial assessment and we've realized that there's a need for the school to be closed temporarily.
Right.
So the Regional Security Council took the decision and advised the GS accordingly, and they have complied so far. So yesterday, the students were asked to go home. The Regional Coordinating Council, in collaboration with the school authorities and the GS, facilitated their movement back home.
Right.
About 22 persons who were injured as a result of this incident were all treated in the various hospitals and discharged.
Right.
This includes 19 students, 8 girls, 11 boys. And then we have 2 persons from the community and then 1 journalist. They were all treated and discharged, and calm has been restored to the school. Everything is normal now. I'm also told that the school is supposed to vacate this week. So it's an early vacation that has been given to them as a result of the incident that happened. We have also advised the GS to constitute a team to investigate the matter so that I come out with the appropriate recommendations that will be implemented so that in the future we do not have this kind of situation. We want teaching and learning to be done in a peaceful and secure environment.
Now, as we have it per a teacher's account, a teacher at the Senior High and Technical Institute or the school, he makes mention of the fact that some notorious students went into the township and unfortunately engaged or agitated members of the community, injuring somebody, and then there was a reprisal. Is that the same account you have so far as this incident is concerned?
We want the investigation to go on and come out the report. and then we take it from there. But for now, I think the informations that are coming, the investigators, this committee including the police as well. So we are still gathering information that led to this particular incident.
I have seen pictures of you with some of those who were injured and all of that. What has been the engagement, though, with the members of the community there?
Yeah, actually, I visited the community and made them aware that they must own the school. The school belongs to them. And the children who are in the school are their own children. So they need to have that kind of good relationship with the school so that we do not have this kind of situation. It doesn't speak well of the community or the school. So I think for now, they've all gotten that understanding, and let's do the committee conduct its investigation and come out, and then we must also intensify the community school relationship. I met with the assembly member for the area yesterday. He's also going to be he's also on the committee,
Right.
and they are going to do the right thing to ensure that if there is a need to punish some people, we need to do that. It will be based on the recommendations that will come after this investigation.
Which also implies if some, based on age, it's proven that they were engaged in any nefarious activity, there could be criminal prosecution as well, right?
Definitely.
Right. Just two quick questions for you on that matter. As chair of RegSeg, how concerning is it for you that this incident has happened, and what going forward will be your push so that we do not see any of such activities or interactions, negative interactions, if I may put it that way?
Yeah, we need to adopt some early warning systems of some of these things, because some of these things do not just happen in a day. There might be some factors that might be seen at the early stages.
Okay.
You know, so when they see these things, quickly they need to report so that we nip these things in the bud. It's very important because we want to have peace and security of the region intact so that we can make Volta region the best destination for investment. And if schools and communities cannot coexist, it's not the best for us. So we will ensure going forward that the school authorities, there is proper discipline in the schools and our communities. People cannot take the law into their own hands.
Right.
We need to enforce the law and punish where necessary. That we're going to do.
I see.
So it's a major concern to us as RegSeg, and as the chair of RegSeg, I'm much concerned about this. So when I got the information quickly, I went there, and calm has been restored to the community and the school.
Mr. Gunu, please indulge me just quickly as I wrap the conversation. Two quick ones. How long is this closure of the school? You made the recommendation and the Education Directorate complied. How long is this closure going to last? And in addition to that, according to a teacher we interacted with, he made mention of the fact that students will not return to school until the next term, which means that this term's examinations cannot be held. How are the students going to be able to make up for this lost opportunity to assess them? So two questions. How long is this closure going to last? And the exam they missed, what is your interaction with the education system in terms of when they are going to be able to do it?
I think the safety of the student is more important than the exams they miss. So that is very critical to us. They need to be safe before they can write the exam. Some of them were traumatized. Psychologically, they need to prepare for the examination. So these and other factors, were considered by the Regional Security Council. That is where the decision was taken. Then going forward, we are studying the situation in the town. If the student, according to the authorities, they are supposed to vacate even this year. So when they come, when everything is normalized and they come back, they can write that particular examination and then continue with the academic exercise so that their future can also be prepared adequately. So we are going to balance the equation, the security of the children and their academic work is, something that we are going to balance and ensure that whilst we protect them, we ensure their safety. We're also mindful of their academic work.
All right. Well, thank you very much for engaging us this morning, Mr. Gunu. We're grateful for your time, and we wish you the very best as you seek to resolve all of these issues in the Volta region. That is the Regional Minister, James Gunu, who joined the conversation.